Morning, everybody. Well, you caught me in between getting myself ready, still in my PJs, but just hanging around the house. And first of all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It is 2020. It is January, and we are already well into it, but I am really behind. See my Christmas tree back there? So sad to take everything down. And I'll stick some pictures in here to show you what I've been doing the last few days, just trying to get everything down and regroup. My husband just left yesterday to back to Illinois for work for Monday, and we just celebrated my granddaughter's 4th birthday. 4. I cannot believe it. It's a happy time, but yet sad. It's so bittersweet. She's just getting so big, but that was a lot of fun. So I wanted to come on today and chat with you about I said I would show you a couple of things that I did get for Christmas, and some things I purchased with my Christmas money, and just my overall what I expect for 2020, and share with you a couple of things. So I hope you're all doing well. Please don't mind that I'm still in my PJs, but they're so soft and snuggly and comfortable, and I just have so much to do around the house that, oh my gosh. First, let me say this. These last 2 weeks were so difficult with all the celebrations and all the eating. Oh my gosh. I mean, talk about feeling blessed and gratitude and joyful. It was yesterday after my husband left. I just went through pantry, refrigerator, and just had to clean everything out. It has been difficult, and of course I am still continuing on with my weight loss program, and Tuesday is my weigh-in, and it was hard, even with all of the things that I prepared myself for and put in my mind, and everything that I said I would do, I did for the most part, but there were those temptations, and sometimes I just gave in to them. But like I said, I'm just not going to beat myself up over it. I have been on this journey since February of 2019, and I have lost I've lost over like 48 pounds, and so we're just going to pick it up wherever we're at on Tuesday, and we're back on track, and we're just going to move forward. And so with that, but honestly, yes, I did do the take a taste of, and then there were a couple of nights where I was like, okay, I'm going to take another taste of. What can I say? I'm human. And I was really good about the desserts. I really had, kind of scaled that down, but this year I tried a new recipe for fudge, and I love fudge, and oh, that was my downfall. I cut them into little squares, and I would just eat one and go, okay, that's it, that's my thing, and then that wasn't really my thing, but it really wasn't my thing, because I went back for more than just a taste of and had another, and so all gone, starting fresh, starting new, and then I will, when I hit my goal, and I was only 1 pound and 4 ounces from it, but I am not there now. It's okay, and we'll see where I'm at on Tuesday, and we'll just go from there, and then maintenance and proceed on. But one of the things that I kind of mentioned to you during my last video is that I kind of wanted to do this little vision grateful journal, and I have just had, it's just been lack of time. I've had no time. We still had from New Year's, celebrations, and we spent New Year's Eve just game playing, and of course eating and munching down, and then my husband was still here, like I said, until Saturday, and we just had a birthday breakfast out and dinner out and just something going on all the time. And I just wanted to keep my tree up as long as possible. And I probably would have even kept it up for one more week, but I really wanted to take advantage of having the help of my husband, boxing it up and moving it, hauling it out, because it was heavy. I don't even know how I put it together, but I did get to enjoy it. I put my tree up in October. I decorated it with pumpkins for those of you that saw those videos, and it was really very enjoyable. And so I enjoyed the tree all that time, and I just want it to last. And I'm not one to hurry up and want to strip everything down. But with the first of the year, there always comes those thoughts. It's time to regroup. It's time to clean out, purge out, and you just feel so much better when you do that. And I did accumulate a couple of bags that I donated to Goodwill after taking down decorations and going through some of the bins. And I said, when I cleaned through my bins this fall, I said, whatever I'm not really using or not just storing away because I have to make room for it when decoration time comes, I am going to just scale down and get rid of, which I did. So with that being said, I'll show you some pictures of the mess I made as I was taking down everything. And then I decided this year, I have quite a collection of snowmen, and I'm going to put my snowmen up, and I will leave them up pretty much until Valentine's Day, maybe even a little after. And I had one more little snowflake tree that I had in my bedroom with little twinkling lights on, and I transferred it out to the living room when I took down the big tree and decided, okay, icicles and snowflakes, and that will go with my theme for the snowmen. And I will insert pictures and maybe a small little video at the end of this video so I can show those to you. It just makes the house not feel so bare, and it just kind of continues on that feeling of the season. I have seen and watched a couple of other videos, and people are already talking about DIYs for spring and Easter and what the stores have out, and I just don't want to go there. I am still lagging behind. I'm just updating my yearly journal so that I can get everything. I always journal in a book every day as far as what my schedule is, what I'm doing. I just have to, because when I write it down, it just sinks in. And so I had to get my New Year book put together, and I wanted to start a vision book and just continue on from there. So I'm not ready to move into spring. I'm not ready. I'm just lagging behind. And I just am one of those people who has a hard time saying goodbye to the season. And as you can see, I have my cup of coffee. It just says let it snow. So I have taken out my, even my let it snow snowflake little cups to replace my Christmas cups. So one of the, in my vision book, what I wrote was my commitments to 2020. I felt that last year, instead of using a resolution, and of course it's just a mind thing, I was so much more successful with a commitment. And with that commitment, it came the thoughts of dedication and just being able to be so committed to not just my weight loss program, but committed to myself. Why was I doing it? And it's because of, I wanted better health. I wanted to feel better. I wanted more energy. I wanted to look better in my clothing. And with that came dedication and really training my brain to recognize what my body was saying to me, and really trying to recognize the difference between stress eating, emotional eating, happy eating, and hunger eating. And so back on with commitment. So for 2020, my commitments are prioritizing my weight loss goals, and that is to be mindful and to continue on with my weight loss, and then commit and rededicate to maintenance. Money stewardship, really honing down, getting a better grip again on just the financial status, because, once the holidays come along and, spending becomes so much more tempting and easy, I am rededicating that thought of money stewardship, along with not going into the full-blown minimalization status, and not minimizing, like getting rid of everything, and no, but cleaning through such things as my vanity area, my makeup, and really committing to using up what I have. So with that, I will state that I am doing a no buy for anything that's quote unquote new. No buy. And that pretty much is going to cover everything. Now, if I run out of what I always use, I will replace it. But for 1 year, I am doing a no buy. Now, that is a huge commitment, because I love trialing new products, but I have so many products and so many samples, and I still get the FabFitFun box that comes quarterly. And so there's so much there that I can experience new items, or it might be an item that I've trialed a sample of and really liked. So I am committing to using up and just going through shopping my stash. And if I run out of for example, run out of eyebrow pencil, which I use the same eyebrow pencil, I will utilize my other pencils in between, but I will reorder the same. So my commitment is to nothing new, and I'm stating it out in the open because I want to be held to it. And it's already been hard because, of course, the advertisements go out and it's like, oh, I want to try that. I want to try that. So, and then that all falls in line with money stewardship. Time management. So you might think that that goes along with prioritizing, but prioritizing to me is my God time first. I am committed to spending that part of my day first thing with my devotions, and I do that. It's something that strengthens me, gives me better insight into me, who I am. And so that comes with prioritizing. Time management is, there are times I can get lost in book reading. I can get lost in videoing or getting on my electronics and just, spending time on Pinterest or Instagram, and just not focus on time. Now, a lot of times I do that when I'm relaxing, but there's those times that I might have to check an email for something, and I'm in the middle of cleaning or cooking, and then all of a sudden I find myself trailing off and doing this and doing that. So retraining the mind to have better time management. And just number 5 is, I think my theme for this year is to be joyful. And with that is to have a heart of gratitude, and just to look for the joy in all circumstances, good or bad. And I know it's hard to find that joy when it's bad or you're stressed out, but that is going to be my commitment, that I don't want to lose sight of being joyful. And I think that kind of was my theme for Christmas, so I want to carry it along. So I did start yesterday my book, or the day before, yesterday, and I just wrote down just this little message that it says time. It says God works in the fullness of time. And I listened to my pastor do a sermon on that. It was really enlightening. And it basically states God's time is always correct and perfect. And God's time always moves forward. So I am committing to being more aware of time and how I spend it, and to be tuned into what my thoughts are, because sometimes I think your thoughts can carry you down a path that doesn't bring gratitude or joyfulness, or doesn't keep you focused. And for me, that has to do a lot with being a caregiver. And so that I have to concentrate on. And so I kind of cut a little quote out that says, know what you believe. And it's Philippians 4:8-9. So that's how my vision board is just started. And I plan on really putting in those powerful notes to myself so I can see them every day, and to write just something that I am grateful for. So next I'm going to move right on, and I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I did get for Christmas. And I did share with you that I have a new computer, and with that new computer, guys, comes, I thought it was going to be boom, 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 so easy, and I'm sure it will be once I learn it. But I did a video that I posted last week, only to find out that what I use for editing, iMovie and the new computer, just aren't quite on the same page. And I wanted to post my video through iMovie and to upload it right to YouTube, and it's telling me, no, you need permission. iMovie doesn't have permission to use this or that. Oh, I was up till 2 or 3 in the morning. My son was helping me and kind of showed me a way of being able to download it. And I'm hoping that all of that is going to change and get corrected, because I am trying to get my camera and my new computer and all of this, just so I can make better videos. So we'll see how this one goes. But I thought what I would do is share with you some of the items that I did get for Christmas, and just let you know what I'm thinking about them right now. And because I know I had mentioned them, but I just didn't bring them with me. So the first thing is, I did get this at TJ Maxx, and it is what was this? Oh, it's a fossil, and it's got a waist belt. And if you don't want to use it as a waist belt, you can just take it off and carry it. But I really want this for walking, because I needed something little just to put my keys in, and to hold my phone, and just be able to walk, or and it's great too if you're out somewhere and you want to be totally hands-free and you don't mind wearing it around your waist. It might be old-fashioned and people might not think that it's the in thing, but I liked it. And I do like fossil products. I have other fossil purses and wallets, and they're really nice. So that was a Christmas gift. And also the Lana lips. I have gone through 2 tubes of this, and I did get a new one for Christmas, which was in the banana flavor, which I really, really like. And I use it every morning, every night, or when my lips feel really dry and just chapped, because your lips get chapped and dry just like your skin. And so I got a new tube for Christmas, because I just think it's a good product, and now Ulta carries it. And so along those lines, I also received as a gift the Lano hands, and I thought, why not? If I like the lip stuff so well, will I like the hand cream? And yes. And along with my commitments this year, I also am just really dedicating to paying attention to my skin, my hair, more treatments. I mean, I try to be really diligent, but my hands, I I'm just so bad. I do keep lotion at the sink, and I got my hands in water all the time, and just remembering to put on gloves and just treating my nail beds and hands, because I think hands show your age. And there's times I look down at them and I think, oh, are those my hands? Yes, they are. So I did get that. And also, I got a couple of pair of new socks that I really love, and these are the Barefoot Dream socks. Yes, these are so cozy and comfortable. I had some last year, and so got those. And these are Cuddl socks. Now, the Barefoot Dream ones were from Nordstrom. The Cuddl socks came from Sam's, and you get a package of 4, I think 3 or 4. They are so soft, so warm, and so comfortable. And they're so nice with boots. Now, what I don't like is when the socks aren't finished, because it's like something's getting stuck in there. So I just curl them all the way down and put them on that way. But they are super soft, feel great on, and so I really love those. And then I did get another pair of comfy socks, because I always like new socks for the season. I'm not sure where these came from. These are just nice and soft and comfy cozy. And then a new hair tool. And I am going to be doing a video soon. Right now I have a dispute, and I'm trying to get it resolved, but I am going to do a video on a hair tool I used that did some damage to my hair, and that was back in November. And I don't want to post anything until I get this issue totally resolved, but it did do damage to my hair, and I actually had to go to the hairdressers to have a treatment done. And I will talk about all of that in an upcoming video, because just as I like to talk about products that are good, I also want to talk about things that are not so good and have done damage, and give my honest, sincere thoughts on it. So that will be coming up. But with the Christmas money, I have been looking at these, watched quite a few videos, and this is the T3 curling iron, and it's not something I do every day, but I do try to look at certain things, like during the humid times of the year when my hair tends to curl up, I use, of course, Wow, my best product from 2019. It does help cut down on the humidity, but those times that I get stuck out in the rain and it's not a hair washing day, if I could just curl it, because I do have some natural curl to my hair, in the right way that it's good on my hair and will last, then I've been looking at these. And I tried it for myself, but I'm going to actually have my daughter-in-law show me the proper technique of winding forward, backward. I've watched tutorials, but she'll be able to explain things better to me, and what is the best method of keeping the intense heat away from my hair, as far as using a heat protectant, because I always do, even with my blow dryer or my heat brush that I use from Dry Bar all the time. So this is new, and it did work really well yesterday. I used it for a few curls, and it worked great. I think it's going to be a really good tool, and I will just report back on that. And so I think I'm going, the other thing I wanted to show you are these, I think you say it Zoeva, Z-O-E-V-A. I purchased this little brush. I think I first saw it on a makeup tutorial done by Lisa Eldridge, and I wanted this brush particularly when I use my NARS concealer, to get in this area here, because this is where I have just some thinning skin and sometimes those little red veins, and up through here it's a great brush. It's a great brush. So I kind of asked Santa for a couple more brushes, which I haven't used yet, and I'm sure they're going to be great. They feel wonderful. And what I wanted were buffing brushes. I have the big powder brushes that I use all the time, but I really wanted a couple of buffing brushes. So I looked and I decided to go with the Azuva 102. This is called a silk finish, and I plan on using this after I apply my highlighter. I always, I show you this all the time because I use it. Well, I'll just put some on right now. This is the Chanel. This is like the Place Lumiere. It's a illuminating powder. I am just, it's just going down and down. But anyways, I wanted it to buff in powders like this, illuminators or highlighting powders, just to buff it into the skin. I think it gives it a smoother finish and it feels really good. It is super dense but so soft, and I love the way these brushes clean up. So I did ask Santa. They're very reasonably priced. They come in little packages. And then the next one that I got was a I think it's like a buffing. It's called a powder polish. So you can see, again, it's very dense. It looks similar to this. It's bigger, but after applying powder on, then this is a great brush to use to buff it all in, and I think it just kind of penetrates into the skin. And again, like I said, they come packaged super well, and I will list the link below on these. And so like I said, I use this one all the time. I just love it, and I've even used it after applying under eye concealer to tap it in and just lightly swirl. It's really a great brush. So I just wanted to come on and just chat with you because I'm not one of those who's already moved into spring. I can't. And mentally, I just don't want to. I love winter. I love to enjoy the sense of it. I live in the South. I don't get much winter, but we get cold and rainy. So I like to still, this is the first year since I've moved to the South that I've really been able to decorate with my snowmen. So I'm going to share some of that with you at the end of this video. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope that your holidays were wonderful. I really enjoyed them this year. I mean, it just is different. I took time, and I just enjoyed all of them. I know life can be difficult, and there have just been some tragic stories that I've heard this year, heartbreaking, and losses, and it's just difficult most times to get through holidays for so many people, but we just have to renew ourselves and have faith that for me, God is always there under the worst circumstances, under the best. So that's my salvation. So until my next video, be kind, be humble, age gracefully, and I'll see you then. Bye.